Buddy, to the stream. It is I, Nickelbacher. I'm going to be holding the reins of the stream for the next couple of games, and with me is the commish, Sigtau Infinite. How you doing, Sigtau Infinite? Oh, it was pretty fun to watch for me as well, although I was having internet issues, so let's hope that that doesn't happen anymore. Hey, I was having fun, man. It was like a Dragon Ball Z fight where everyone was just teleporting everywhere. Made no damn sense. But anyways. Crickets. Am I not talking? We can only hear you, Brandon. Well, that's awesome. Daddy. Oh boy. Yeah, I can hear you, Sigtal Infinite, but it seems like that the stream can't hear you. Quick, say something. Rob, can you hear Sigtal Infinite now? He just said a couple of things. Well, now he's asking in the chat. Yeah, probably not. Indeed. Alright. Oh, no memento, guys. I am going to put on some music and see if we can get this figured out. Hang on. Alright, real quick, Sigtal Infinite, talk. Can anybody hear him? He just said talking like 15 times. Dang it! Alright, never mind. Back to troubleshooting. That's just the microphones.
Well, this is exciting.
What are you telling me?
Luckily, we've got a patient community usually, so.
Oh, I can hear you.
Oh, what? Nice. Am I still impossible to hear? There's that fixed.
One second, I'm going to deafen you. Just keep talking, please.
Alright, cool. I'm just going to talk about random things, like how crazy cool that game was and how some people didn't think Malphite should be an option for jungle, which I can
All right,
kind
I'm
of
back.
see.
Brandon, can you talk like right after Sig? So like just like Sig say like 1 2 3 4
Just
5.
so you know, they can probably hear you.
I know they can. And then you can say 1 2 3 4 5 just so I can balance audio.
1,
Cool.
2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no.
Also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Alright. Maybe we can have a stream, guys. Maybe. Hopefully.
All right, we're good. I'm going to leave.
Sweet. Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome.
I'm
Thanks.
gonna commit
Thank you for
that fix to
fixing
memory. Alright, guys. Okay.
We've done this before, we promise.
I swear I work for IT. I swear I'm not an idiot. I'm an idiot. Anyway, I'm just gonna let everyone in the game know that we're ready after all those issues. So anyways, yes, crazy set of first games. So let's talk about them now. I'm sure that everyone had. Indeed, sorry chat. So I'm sure that we're ready to talk about Blitzkrieg and Northern Storm. So Infinite, what are we looking for here in Blitzkrieg between Blitzkrieg and Northern Storm?
Well, honestly, I alluded to this during our podcast. I think Blitzkrieg is the team that, probably will eventually kind of figure out what they need to do to come together and work. So we'll see if that's this game or if they need another week or so. This is Northern Storm's game to lose, though. They had an incredible showing last week. Obviously, we had one of their members with us for the podcast, who was very confident that they're going to steamroll this league, it seems. So we'll see if they're as strong as they think they are, or if they may have spoke too soon.
Looking forward to see that. And it seems like that they had a lot of thought to go into the ban phase, because bans are coming out left and right. Looks like that the pony's last ride was indeed last week, so we're not seeing the pony this time. We're not seeing Morgana, we're not seeing Ornn, we're not seeing Zareth. I can't remember his name. I'm having trouble.
Vigar.
Vigar, thank you. One of the most banned champs in the LCUS, and I can't remember his damn name. And Icebird. First pick coming through as Malphite. I'm kind of surprised at seeing that again. Kind of didn't really come to play in the last matchup that we saw.
Yeah, I imagine this is because it can be flexed between J-Dog or Sigtal Lord. I think they both play him. I'm not really shocked by most of the bans, though. Anivia, of course, targeted towards Ace is always a good option. Vigar, late scaling. It does seem like Ace received all 3 bans, though, from Northern Storm. So that message is, Ace, you're the only one we're really worried about.
So we got Sivir coming through on Northern Storm, and then a Leona. Sivir is pretty flexy as well, I believe. Probably going to see that as an ADC though? Question mark?
Yeah, more than likely ADC pick. I don't think she's super strong right now in solo lanes. Oh my lord, I talked about us maybe seeing a Samira. Samira?
I finally get to play some Devil May Cry, boys. Let's go.
Oh man, who has had enough time to practice this enough to feel comfortable playing it in the LCUS?
Somebody who's crazy enough to try it, but I'm all here for it. Even I haven't had a moment to play.
If this is Shugo, the brass balls on you, my guy. I think WD fan is maybe not the best ADC to go against with such a new champ, but
I'm here for it.
who knows? Maybe he played it a couple times and was like, oh my gosh, this is my calling.
And Kenos, I do miss you. I need you up here for the first time that Samira gets to be played in the LCUS.
Okay, so Warwick probably means that Sigtal Lord is on Warwick, and I guess J-Dog is probably playing Malphite.
That's the interesting thing from the chat. We got a question mark for Samira mid. And that's the interesting thing. Would she be more of an ADC, mid? With the picks right now, not really known.
I definitely could see Ace pulling some crazy stuff like that too, seeing as he does play both mid and ADC. And she's kind of, at least from when I played her, she definitely kind of feels like both roles. So.
Last couple of bans coming through, pretty picky and choosy for what you'd expect for this matchup here.
So I go.
So help me understand. Lux is a good ban, but where's the Mordekaiser? Like, why?
I believe, or maybe I'm just talking out of my butt for that one. I thought that J-Dog played Mordekaiser last week, or maybe I'm just misremembering something, or maybe I'm just remembering from the last couple of splits. I don't know.
Yeah, but with Warwick picked up, where does Malphite flex to now? Mid? Is Ace gonna play?
Ace is actually, yeah, you bring up a darn good point. Support Malphite. We've seen some crazy picks in the LCUS here. No, never mind. Nautilus supports Samira. Blitzkrieg, what are you all doing? I know I said that you guys gotta change your game up this week, and congrats to you. See, I was right. J-Dog does play Mord. But a stupid ban coming from the peanut gallery.
Oh yeah, no, like I know that J-Dog plays Mordekaiser. It's just, like I said, with the picks that were already up, Malphite and Warwick, the option for him to flex that Malphite somewhere else seemed very low. So Mordekaiser seemed like a wasted ban. Whereas Blitzkrieg did a good job. They took away some of those impactful team fight bans. The Shin, Urgot. There's a chance that even if they are, even if Gotta Get Lucky is falling behind, have high impact on the team still.
Well, they probably could have been just as confused as we were, but we finally got our teams.
So how do you feel about these teams right now?
It's just the question of Blitzkrieg kind of going into the new, I guess. I'm excited for it. I'm happy to see it, but I'm not 100% certain I can back it yet. Northern Storm is a little bit more. It's been done before. It's definitely a little bit more closer to how everyone plays. So I might have to just side with Northern Storm on that end of the spectrum. But also with Blitzkrieg, I'm just taking a look at that Warwick, and I don't hesitate against that pick. It's just, and I know that Sigtau Lord probably plays Warwick a lot more, but he's going to have to be really mobile with that champ, and probably might actually play into some of the team fights here. The Malphite, one trick pony, a walking ultimate, as we saw last time. The Cassiopeia, I'm having some trouble remembering ace on Cassiopeia, and then the Samira, that's going to be the question for at least this week. Maybe Shugo is going to show us all what Samira really is about, so excited to see that. But for safety's sake, I'll stick with Northern Storm on this one. What about yourself?
Yeah, so I agree with a lot of the points you've made. I haven't really seen Ace on Cassiopeia, but Ace is an incredibly good mid laner, and she's just overall pretty strong champ. So I think he'll make that work. I think my biggest problem is they comfort picked Warwick for Sigtal Lord right after picking Malphite, and Token already demonstrated how good of a jungler he is. So by doing that, like, I know that Northern Storm still ended up wasting a ban, which was confusing, but they just, it feels like they got to pick around very well. So now Northern Storm has a very, very strong team fight team. You've got Sivir, who, when she ults, the whole team is just so fast. You're not going to get away from Leona with her 32 stuns in her kit. You're not going to be able to get away from the Nunu, who's going to be just so fast along with that Zillion. They just have a really, really good engage team. Whereas Blitzkrieg, they also seem to have a pretty good engaged team with Malphite and Nautilus, but I'm never really a huge fan for someone picking up a champion the first week they're out and trying to play it in something like this. Like I said, maybe Shugo's going to prove me wrong, but just from experience and what I've seen before, typically when people do that, it's too risky. And as I said before, when you're going against a ADC like WD fan who is very good, plays very smart, he tends to actually pick the safer ADCs a lot of the time too, like Sivir and Ezreal, things like that. Mm-hmm. I'm just not sure that it was the right call to pick her right now.
Hey, Shugo might have been playing Samira for 3 days and 3 nights here. We don't know.
Well, but that's my point. That's best case scenario. You play 24/7 and you have a week of experience under your belt on the Sivir player, the WD fan who plays Sivir how much? Like, I don't know. Prove me wrong, Blitzkrieg. But
we shall see. All right. Let's take a look at everybody's favorite segment, Skins Get Wins. And it's actually been pretty accurate so far tonight, if I recall correctly. So let us take a look-see here. Hopefully everyone's monster PCs aren't going to load it too quick here.
Two no skins on Blitzkrieg.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Yeah, this is easily Northern
might
Storm.
Have to go to option 12, or Northern Storm. Good lord.
I'm not a fan of Barbecue Leona. I can't remember which other caster it is. I'm also not a fan of most of the joke skins. So good synergy between the Pizza Delivery Sivir and Barbecue Leona. I'm just not a huge fan. But I do like Blood Moon Zillion and Super Galaxy Gnar a lot. And Zombie Nunu is entertaining with his slime ball. Plus they have 5 skins, so like they automatically win, I think, versus 3.
So Northern Storm, skins get wins. Northern Storm's going to take it. Does Samira even have any skins yet? They usually come out with like 1 or 2 skins, yeah?
Yeah, she's got a Psyop. Oh, okay. She's got a Psyop skin.
Shugo, you disappoint me. Oh well.
Maybe we're already losing faith in his Samira play. Doesn't even have a skin.
Doesn't even have a skin yet. Come on.
All right, let's see if we can have some shenanigans early on. It was fun watching option 12 run around the map. was that game 1 or 2 where they just literally ran around the map and didn't see anyone the entire time?
That might have been the point where I was having some troubles with internet, but
I think it was game 2.
maybe that was all the teleportations that I saw. A lot of
looks like everyone's gonna play
setup
safe though.
here. No items. Oh boy. Oh no.
He forgot to buy.
Nunu. Must have.
That's rough.
Oh, good lord. Ooh, WD fan goes for it. Just a little bit of poke, a little bit of lovin'.
Man, I just bragged about Token being a pretty good jungler, and he doesn't even buy items. Weird.
Oh,
flex.
it was game 1. Chat helped me remember.
Oh, okay. Thank you, chat. Both teams also bringing teleport twice, so I like that. That's gonna create a lot of play around the map. It does look like we have both Wishbone and WD Fan just chilling on a ward. They don't really know it's there, so Shugo and CB Hickey are just gonna take the safe way down. Meanwhile, I think Nunu just realized, hey, I didn't buy items, so
Gotta go
red
back.
hurt a lot more than it should have.
Hey guys, Token has the most gold out of anybody right now.
Silver linings.
Maybe
So-
he can't actually do anything, but
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Gnar probably wins this lane matchup, right? Until 6?
I would assume so. Until 6 because of the range. You definitely have got to get lucky, plays it safe. Can get some poke going on. Definitely can probably bully that Malphite for quite a bit during this early game, but as soon as 6 comes up and then if Malphite gets a couple of ganks coming his way from the jungle, that might be a different story. But the 1v1 matchup, I believe Gnar probably has the edge.
I do want to point out, I think Sivir early on is not exactly the strongest, so if they can get a pick on her, I do think Samira right now with the Nautilus probably could take a lead, but it looks like they're playing safe and Sivir is just pushing the lane.
Yep. That's just going to be Sivir things for now. Ooh. Definitely pulling Shugo. Only level 2. We can't say anything about the champ yet.
Yeah, I think you need to play more aggressive though, because Sivir is a really strong late game carry, but she needs some of those items before she really starts to hurt.
Just hang out on the bot lane. Let's see if anything pokey comes out.
Token placing a ward up there above the bot lane. That way he can maybe come back down after letting them push a little bit. Does
Gonna
look like
stun on the
Warwick's
top
about
lane.
to get both scuttles though. Huge snowball onto Ace. Flash in. Nunu's able to get a ton of damage in. Ace is forced to flash, but he's flashing the wrong direction. 2 go down, 2 bombs go down, and that is a trade, 1 for 1.
1 for 1. We got the bloodbath going already here. Love it.
We did see a flash from Warwick, a flash from Cassiopeia, and a flash from Nunu all in that fight as well. Did Chaos flash as well? Oh yeah, he did. Wow. Everyone involved flashed in that fight.
Yup. Sigtal Lord coming up with the gank. Can he actually get him? Gets the flea off. Trying to get J-Dog the kill. There we go. Little
Good
split
timing on the fear. I guess Gnar didn't have his E up, so very well played from Sigtal Lord.
And that's what I was curious about before. As long as Sigtal Lord keeps feeding his top lane, then we're going to see a very different than Gnar winning it. So We'll see if that continues on. Nice.
Meanwhile,
Battle
the
of
bot
vision
lane
going
finally
on.
found that that control ward in their bush. Looks like Ace is coming down. May look like they. Nah, he changed his mind. Looked like they were gonna try and do something bot lane, but. So, do you think Warwick, Sigtal Lord on Warwick, is brave enough to try for an early dragon? Because you know Token's going to if they don't.
Mid lane Ace is in trouble. Hold that thought for a second. Diving all the way through. Don't know if it was worth it. Token goes down. But also get the kill. A 1-for-1 again.
Yep.
Oh lordy. I do believe that Sig, as long as if he can get his path down for jungle and maybe that that gank on top line will give him a little bit of...
Sorry, I cut you off.
It's all
Thought something interesting was going to happen, but...
But if he has a little bit of cojones from that top lane fight and also gets his pathing down right, I don't see why not. I mean,
engage from Leona bot lane. Nautilus tries to hook in, but takes a ton of damage. Samir comes in a little bit late. They're both forced to back out. Not a whole lot of damage done to the northern side, Northern Storm side there. So, Token's been going into fights and trading with Ace, and normally I would think that's a bad trade because you're trading, the mid lane for jungle. But with all the lanes being pushed up as far as they have, Sigtal Lord hasn't been able to do anything while Token is dead. So really, all that's happened is he's given Chaosix a chance to catch up and push ahead and farm.
Indeed.
It does look like Token is going to try and take this drag pretty early on. Warwick does just now spot it out though, but I don't think that they can do anything. So yeah, they're going to let this one go. It is just first dragon after all.
There goes that thought that we thought Sigtal Lord, well at least I thought Sigtal Lord would get the first drag. I've been wrong before and I'll be wrong again. Now we're starting to see people hit 6.
Meanwhile though, Sigtal Lord says, alright, you're going to take dragon, I'm going to take your red buff, so...
It's a good jungle play right there.
It looks like they're going to try for a dive here against the Gnar. You've got 3 top lane. Cass is sitting on a ward though, so he knows that he just needs to go back to a second tier turret. And I think he should be able to get away. Oh!
Goes for the dive.
Yep, and able to get just out of range of the turret aggro, so very well played from Sigtal Lord.
Nicely done. It's going to be a chunk of change out of the tower here. Too early for anything to be done for that tower, but still, good chunk of change. Do I have to agree, Prowler? Malphite is looking good. Malphite is looking good on J-Dog. Oh, got something going on. Ooh. Chaosix, my heart.
I'm not sure why he went in there. Warwick had already completely left the area, and you don't have any towers down, so that is a very dangerous area to be in. Questionable call.
Yeah, look at chat for 1 second and look at what you do to me, J-Dog. Look what they did to my boy.
I do want to point out though, like Sigtal Lord is not only ahead in 1 kill over the Nunu, but has more CS and seems like he's had more presence so far in the game. So I'm very impressed by that right now.
Yep, and that's what you got to do as a Warwick, right? You just got to make your presence known and just get into the dirty fights here. He's been doing a really good job of that, and hopefully I don't jinx him.
The Eternal calling you up for jinxing J-Dog.
Yep.
Huge snowball going for Scuttle, not bot lane. Does look like Sigtal Lord's going to start up the Rift Herald. Mega Gnar and Malphite trading up top.
Nice root. see a lot of damage coming on. CD Hickey might be going down. Don't be fine. Shugo also diving in. Everybody's here, and Shugo is down.
Ooh, a large shot from the tower onto a WD fan, but it does not matter as no one is bot lane to handle anything about that. So they are gonna get those kills, stay, get the wave, and get some plates. Meanwhile, though, Warwick does take Rift, and looks like they're going to go top and immediately use it, probably.
Try to get that tower up. There's some good damage coming out on bot tower. But yep, here comes the Rift Herald.
Yep. We do have Nunu coming in, so we'll see if they can do anything. But I'm pretty sure that that tower is going to go down before he can get there. Ooh, maybe not. Huge snowball onto J-Dog. Malphite has forced a flash, and Mega Gnar is about to come out. Stun goes up. Ooh, a good ult from Chaosix to bring Gnar back. They get the kill on Warwick, chasing down the Malphite. He's able to steal some speed from Gnar, but there's not really anywhere for him to go. Bomb thrown down, and a kill for Gnar. Immediate teleport back to mid lane from Chaosix as well, so they weren't even able to get a whole lot in other lanes from that.
Oof. Big oof. Alright. And here I was just talking good about Sig Teleport now. I'm not jinxing people, I swear.
I think that play was fine, but as soon as they saw Nunu coming in, they needed to leave immediately. They had the tower real low. What is it at? It's at I can't see it because it's chat. What, 45 HP? So they needed one more auto from like anyone. So I can understand, you know, that frustration. You're like, no, it's right there, but
I can get it, man. I can get it. Not today.
I think you take the plates though and you walk away. Honestly, the main turning point though was Chaosix being up there. The Zillion ult onto Gnar. That fight would have gone a lot different, I think, without that. They probably actually would have been able to kill Gnar and Nunu, and maybe only lost either Warwick or Malphite in that fight had Chaosix not been there. So it does look like they're posturing around for Dragon. Token is going to go ahead and start it up. Warwick does know though, so you have Nautilus, Smear, and Warwick here. Ace is slowly making his way.
J-Dog, buddy, please go away. You got a Zillion coming. Battle for Drake.
Ooh, Chaosix missing both of his.
J-Dog.
Blast Cone over to get away. So Northern Storm is able to secure that dragon. They get a kill top lane on J-Dog, and they only lose token for that. Overall, I'd say worth for Northern Storm. Token with 0 and 3. He's not worth a whole lot when he dies. Doesn't have any bounties or anything like that. So yeah, definitely a good trade.
Indeed, indeed. Might actually see this. And now the bot turret's not gonna go down. Battle of Vision still going on. I do agree, Kenos. I can't tell what style mode is on here. Or style letter. Excuse me. Well, maybe this bottom turret is gonna go down.
Yep, that's going to be bot turret. Meanwhile, Chaosix spawns already do a ton of damage. I think it was like a quarter of Ace's health from one bomb just now.
Oof. Thinking posturing going down, but no, just going away. Regrouping. Gotta get lucky season from that ward. It just says F off, I'm trying to just go live my life. But nope.
3 of them here in the topside jungle for Northern Storm side. You have Gnar on the wrong side of this fight. Ooh, able to dodge the Warwick ultimate. Here comes the Leona ultimate though. A nice stun from Gnar against the wall. Leona's able to come in, Ace tries to do something with his ult, but it's really just slowing them down. Yep, double kill for Gnar there. Malphite is forced to just run away from that fight. They're picking very questionable places to fight right now.
Alright, Northern Storm posturing very good. Ooh.
Huge
Hit that
snowball.
Hickey.
Forces the ult out of Hickey as well, so very, very little impact. It almost did no damage to Nunu.
Still
they are
bullying
forced
CB
to back
Hickey.
out. I believe this would probably be mid turret as well here.
We saw top turret just go down. Well, we didn't see, but we were notified.
Gone on for Warwick.
Sigtal Lord. No, buddy.
Forced to
Ooh, able
flash
to
out.
dash
Will it be
away.
enough though?
Dash flash. Excuse me.
Ooh, good ultimate from the Leona there. Meanwhile, fight between Gnar and Cass in the mid lane. A lot of damage onto Ace, with very little traded back to the Gnar. Blitzkrieg is picking a lot of fights, but they don't have the damage yet. And when you pick a fight with a team that has Leona, you have to expect you're going to be stunned for 48 seconds of that fight, so that's always rough.
It's never a good time. Easy pickup from Northern Storm. CB Hickey doing his due diligence, just getting rid of that ward.
Chaosix has been overperforming what I expected so far this season. His Fizz play was incredible. He's 5-0 right now on this Zillion, so I actually kind of figured Ace would win the mid lane matchup here, but Chaosix has been dominating. So.
Yeah, definitely proving us wrong. We're a little bit before the 20-minute mark, but I figured I'd ask now. So, Infinite, if you're in Blitzkrieg's shoes, what do you do?
Man, Northern Storm is ahead. They have the better engage team. Honestly, you wait for them to make a mistake. I know that sounds obvious, but so Leona going in here, for example, you have a fight that's a 3v2, 4v2. Warwick's able to get the smite and the fear. Nunu coming in to try and slow them down before they can push too far and get another kill. Leona just will not die though. Double bombs from Zillion does stop Warwick from the chase. You wait for things like that though. The engage where it's, you know, a 2v4 for the first half of the fight.
Perfect timing then. Got a TP
Teleport coming down. Ooh, Malphite ults over in order to deal some damage to Token, but Token steals the dragon, gets ult down, goes down immediately, bomb onto the cast. Can't see who he ulted there. Oh, he ulted the Leona. Gnar doing a ton of damage, is forced to flash out of that fight though. Leona is stuck there fighting 3 people. Zillion, you need to just leave. Gets double bombed down, probably going to get a kill on CB Hickey here. Nice pickup right before that fight ended.
Nicely done from Chaosix. Just wanted that one kill. And still fishing for more.
Yep. Meanwhile, Gnar had to flash over and out of that fight, but doesn't even have to go back. He regains enough of his HP to just immediately go down and put pressure on that bot side turret. You've also got Sivir pushing mid with Rift, which he is going to drop right now. Pretty much guaranteeing this turret goes down.
And boom goes the turret.
So they had a really good play as soon as you asked what they should do. The drag fight actually was going really well too. I liked J-Dog's ult over the wall to try and burst down Token, but he was able to get over and get that smite for the steal. So I think if it weren't for that, that trade would have been worth it. But it always feels bad when you apply so much pressure to a jungler and they still are able to get in and get the smite steal, and then even if you kill them, it's like, ah man, that still sucks.
Yeah, that's the drag of it all, isn't it? Still on the opposite end. Well done from Northern Storm for flipping that. That was... Ooh. And now they're going for Baron?
This is a questionable call. 2 of them starting Baron. You know Gnar was just bot, Zillion showing mid. But it doesn't look like Blitzkrieg has any wards or way to know that they are doing this, so...
Nope.
I don't think they really could stop this anyway, is the other issue.
Probably not. If they do know, they're probably just allowing it to happen at this point. But now everyone's just gonna go back, heal up, and then get back into the fight. Ooh, thought that Cassiopeia was gonna find that Nunu for a second.
Currently, Northern Storm sitting at a 6k gold lead, 3 dragons up, so they're on soul point. They have Baron buff. This is looking like a rough game for Blitzkrieg to be able to come back from.
And like you were saying, albeit that's kind of obvious, we kind of just gotta look for mistakes here right now, right? And really just try to catch somebody off guard. Maybe not like that,
Yeah.
J-Dog.
Yeah, the issue is that if you try and engage that fight when you're this far behind, even if it looks favorable, Nunu, Sivir, all of these champs that just can get into a fight so fast, Zillion, like they're all so fast that it's hard to pick that fight. Because even if you see Zillion mid and you pick a fight, bottom side jungle for blue side, he's gonna be there before that fight ends. So you need to wait for mistakes like them diving under tower or something like that.
It's really going to come into a point where time to play defensively, boys. Just hug your tower's turrets and just hold them tight.
Yep.
But it's unfortunate that we can get a pretty good split going on. Oh, there we go!
Ooh, good ults onto the Sivir. Immediately deletes. Good job. Looks like they're going to go split bot to try and stop the Gnar push, who does take tower for it, though.
Hey,
So
Kenos,
they
you found the subscribe button. Welcome back.
Now you've got a huge rotation to try and take this top lane turret. Ace, I think you need to just let this fall, buddy. Yeah, this isn't a fight that you want. A lot of damage going down onto him for this. Northern Storm's going to take the turret and back out, though. Meanwhile, Gnar still pushing this bot lane pretty aggressively by himself.
Hey, Kenos, since you have better luck with refresh game, could you refresh the 3080 page for me so I can buy a graphics card? Thanks, bud. Oh, burn the heretic, we're all waiting for the Samira Penta.
Yeah,
I want to say smoking sexy style at least once this match, come on now.
I just don't see it happening. She's got 4 kills, so she's doing really well, but they do know that Northern Storm has started the dragon. Token is there doing it by himself, though. Nice bait here. Ace face checks his Hest to use ult to try and stop the team fight. They immediately kill him, though. Nautilus comes in, gets the knock-up. Malphite knock-up on the entire team, with the exception of Sivir. Turn around that fight. Zillion is able to throw down 2 bombs. He placed the ult on himself. Looks like that's not even going to matter, though. He's not going to go down. They're able to pick up the kill. Malphite's the only one left. Stopwatch for pretty much no reason. He is definitely dead there. And looks like they can just forget about the dragon push in and win off of that. That is probably game, boys.
Probably.
And girls, sorry. Didn't mean to exclude. With them.
Yeah, that's the question I have too, Kenos. What the frick was going on with that ignore on Gnar? But oh well.
Looks like they're just gonna take the inhib, rotate to be able to take the bottom side inhib, and then not even gonna get that. They respecting the damage that Cass can put down. So Ace, stop while you're ahead. You pushed them off.
Respect the damage that they can do to you, bud.
Yeah. Oh man. So they roll back. They're gonna be able to take this dragon probably without much contest. Looks like Sigtal Lord's actually gonna try and come in though. He ults over to be able to get there in time, throws out the fear, but yeah, Dragon goes over to Northern Storm, and now Sigtalord is going to pay with his life. He had to try it though. Like it's Soul Point, it's Mountain. Mountain is a pain because all that extra shielding, especially with Zillion, being able to bring people back. Like so, I respect the effort there. When you're this far behind, you have to try something.
If nothing, just try to get some brownie points.
Yep. Man, I hate that we don't have timers. We don't really know how much time before, Baron is back up.
It do be like that sometimes. I think there actually is a way, but my memory is just terrible with this right now.
People in the
Want to get more tanks in the chat, please.
Yep.
Tank. Yes, Hugo. Style on those minions. I need something. That was about a D rank.
Looks like all of Northern Storm is just kind of staying topside. They can actually see how long until Baron comes back. It looks like they're just clearing everything, setting up for that fight. Meanwhile, they're just going to have Gnar push bottom, which forces Blitzkrieg to choose. Do we let Gnar just take bottom, or do we try and respond in a 4v5 against, the Baron? I think even with a 4v5 against Northern Storm, that Baron, they still would lose, though, at this point. Push into the top lane, they're going to get a lot of damage on this turret, maybe even take it down before Blitzkrieg can really respond. Huge Noodle Ball coming in, it hits the Samara. She's forced to use a lot to get away. Warwick goes in trying to stop the backline from engaging in that fight. Looks like Wishbone and Token are on the wrong side of this fight, though. Samara actually, cool ult, good job. Tower does go down, though. Token is trying to get away. Meanwhile, you had Malphite trying to backline. Was not able to do a whole lot, though, as they kill him. Nard now joining the fight. A lot of damage coming down from the Cassiopeia, but the Zillion ult is going to bring him right back. And Cass is immediately taken out of that fight afterwards. I believe this is now game.
One would think.
Actually, I think was that GA on Gnar? Yeah, it was GA, not Zillion ult. My apologies.
Oof da, there we go.
Whew, wow. Alright, well, that,
GG's all around. Skins still get wins tonight, folks. Northern Storm won the skin war, they won the game.
They won the skin war pretty hard, and they won that game pretty hard too, so. Honestly, I didn't think the Samara did bad. 5-2, so good job, Shugo. You definitely proved me wrong. I think that Ace picking Cass, we both were kind of questioning that. I haven't seen Ace play Cass a whole lot, so I think that was an odd choice. I think Malphite top was an odd choice as well, especially first pick. I don't know that I've seen J-Dog do like so incredibly good on Malphite that you have to first pick that.
But
from your perspective, what do you change here if you're Blitzkrieg for game 2?
I'm kind of questioning that. I was going to say change the Malphite, but the graphs tell me different. Apologies, I'm just taking a look at the damage graphs so that people can see the pretty graphs. And yes, you can see my friends list. Have fun. But yeah, that Malphite did a ton of damage. Well, compared to the rest of his team.
Yeah, I was to say he did a lot of damage. I don't know that it's so much that he did a ton though, and just the rest of his team did nothing.
Yeah. Honestly, I think that we're probably going to have to see that the Samira is out, or just have a little bit better luck with how that Samira went, because it didn't seem that much of didn't help anything, in my opinion. And the interesting thing with Blitzkrieg, and I felt this in the previous games I've seen Blitzkrieg in, it's like there comes a point where it's just like point of no return. Let's just keep going at it, boys. Let's face check bushes. Let's do this. I don't know if there's a really way to combat that, but it's just like, I don't know if you guys are losing initiative, but yeah.
I'm just not sure with so far Blitzkrieg's team creation. The champs they pick together, like Malphite and Nautilus, they can work well together. Nautilus gets the hook. Uh, the rest of the team tries to respond to the hook, and then Malphite ults the whole team. So like I can see that. I can see Malphite and Warwick working well together. But like, what does their team actually do? Northern
Right.
Storm, their team worked so well together. You had so much speed, and that was their team. It was tons of speed. They could immediately pick a fight. They could immediately respond to a losing fight, and the whole team get there and turn it around. So
Right.
like they did something. What does Blitzkrieg's team do?
I agree with that 100%, and that's what I think they need to kind of go in the locker room and think about here. Like, what is our team cohesiveness? Excuse me, I know the English language. What do we need to do? What do we need to? Do we just use our CC? Do we use our speed here? Are we aggressive? Are we defensive? What's going on here?
Yeah, I will say I'm a little shocked. I usually brag about Ace being, a very, very, very capable shot caller and team builder. He tends to build teams that are, good for late. So even if his team isn't doing well, they'll come back. And I haven't really seen that team comp come out yet. So I'm wondering if like he is just not really pushing for that, or if they're trying to do other things. I don't know.
Indeed. Well, excuse me, folks. We'll have to see in the next coming game, which is coming up real soon. I'm going to pause the stream real quick, folks, and then I'll start it up in a little bit. Please do not go anywhere.